Good afternoon, YouTube. Hope each and every one of you are doing well. As always, welcome back to Jeep and Things. Here's what we got going on. As you can tell by the title, this is a one-year review over a few products that I bought. Today is June the 20th. I checked, each of these products came in between June 20th and June 23rd of last year, so it is a year. So what we're going to be doing is letting you know how I like each and every one of these products right here. With that being said, you know, a lot of times you can watch reviews on YouTube. I do. But I haven't noticed a lot of long-term reviews, right? You can get something in, think it's the greatest thing in the world. The next day, a week later, a month later, it's not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. So with that being said, we are going to go over each of these products. So the main thing is the Arc Pulse. That was the most expensive item. But I'll briefly go over the others. First is the weatherproof lighter. I got this off Temu. Temu, that's the great debate of how you pronounce it. That was the hot thing last year, about a year ago. I haven't purchased anything off of it, and Lord, can't tell you when. But with that being said, the lighter, weatherproof lighter, this is it right here. Scoot that on back in the background. Comes with a lanyard and a whistle. This is it, Extremis. You simply pull this down. Pops open. There's your USB-C charger. I've used this a few times. It's kind of like this. And there's your igniter. And then when you want to close it back up, you simply do that. This case is supposed to be waterproof. Hang that around your neck, put it in your backpack. Attach it to your backpack. I've used this a couple times. I want to tell you, it'll light a paper towel real well. You know, if it's something, it does what it says it'll do. I mean, for the price, like I said, I think it was $9 or $10. You're not going to get hurt. And I like the hard rubber edges. It's pretty durable. I keep this in my Jeep. Just in case, especially in the wintertime, if I'm going to camp, whatnot. So I would give this a passing grade. It, like I said, if you're trying to light something large, and I've got a big green tote, if I know I'm going to be out and about, off the beaten path, and I keep a big box of Strike Anywhere matches in it. But otherwise, yeah, we'll give it a passing grade. It does pretty well. Like I said, especially for the price. Next, and I looked this up. I got this off Amazon for camping. It's a camp fan. And it just says camp fan / tent fan. But it didn't have a name on it. So I'll turn this around. Got this for camping. And it does have this latch right there. That way you can hang it from the top of your tent, on a tree branch, or whatever. If you're under a tree, you gotta, you know, or you can stretch a cord across between two trees, hang it so it'll be hanging down on you. Let me fold this back. There you go. Gives you the milliamps. The one thing I can tell you about this is this. I took it camping once last year. And I hung it from my tent from the top. And it was kind of like an oscillating fan, the way that it worked. Now the true test was about a month ago. We were out of power 3 days. It was highs of about 80 degrees. The inside of the house stayed for the first day pretty cool. Did pretty well. Second day, third day, it would get warm. So at night, I would put this on a bar stool at the end of the bed. Let me tell you something. And it's USB-C rechargeable also. Trying to find, I just used this thing when the power was out. Oh, there you go. Right there's your tab. charge it up. And I can tell you this, we would run it on low, and then we'd put it in the living room. And here's your light. It's got a light. Gets brighter, brighter. We didn't use the light function. I had several flashlights. Then your fan speed. And it tells you how much juice you got. Kick it up. Whoa, kick it up. Then goes to off. This was $39.99. Let's just shoot it to 40 bucks. And you can set it at different angles. Tilt it up, tilt it down. So the camp fan definitely was 40 bucks. Like I said, we would run it 12 hours straight and it would still be at 50 to 75% charge. You won't get hurt buying that. Now the main event, the Arc Pulse. Okay, the Arc Pulse. And obviously it's on my phone. This is the aluminum version. I think they come in a couple different versions. Instructions on how to put it on. Got a little bar scan code there for instructions. Pretty simple. It fits tight. And then when you open up the case, that's it. 1, 2 pieces. And obviously we're fixing to get my phone. So the Arc Pulse. So here is my phone and the Arc Pulse case. Flip it over. That's it. I personally wanted, if you will, the naked feel, right? I wanted my phone, you know, most newer phones get the glare off of it, are pretty sharp, right? This is the iPhone 13 Pro. Off the Arc Pulse website, it was $59.99 plus $9.99 shipping and handling. So let's just 60 plus 10, yeah, 70 bucks. I purchased this off Amazon. $69.99. Same thing. You can get it off, but I knew if I got it off Amazon, it would be, you know, Amazon, you can usually get things within 3 or 4 days. I don't know how fast it is if you get it off the official website. Let me tell you something. Let me turn off this light here. I think we're getting a little bit of light glare. See if this helps a little. Let me tell you. Yeah, you can see the nick or the scratch. You can see the silver shining through there. Bottom's not so bad. Yeah, you can see a little right here, right there. Go back up here. That is not, get that edge there. Look at the back. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, what I was gonna say is, that isn't the case actually wearing off. That is not the case. That's me dropping this phone countless time after time after time after time. I don't know. The case, once again off Amazon, $69.99, or at least it was a year ago when I ordered it. So you could say 70 bucks. But man, this thing has protected it. If you want just your phone as natural as it could be without a heavy case on it, man, I have dropped, and when I say drop this, I've dropped it out of a bob truck, if you will, a box truck, onto concrete from probably 5-6 feet up numerous times. I think every time I've dropped this, it's been on concrete, you know? So, and an OtterBox, if you go look at OtterBoxes, they're what, 50, 60 bucks? So it's in a comparable range. Turn it over for you again. See the side here. It does protect your lens. It goes over your camera lenses there. And I mean, I can't say enough about this. A phone case, and you can get phone cases varying in price range, but definitely definitely a win. Now here's the thing. When you're holding the phone, right? And I do some videoing with the phone, and on some of my videos, you can see the ring, and I've got to pay attention to that in the camera view. And you're saying, well, what ring are you talking about? This right here, the Andobil. And I've got it right here. It's a ring to help me hang on to this phone, which falls out of my pocket and I still drop it. It's a magnet. The ring swivels, and you can hear it. Set the camera down. It is starting to make a little squeaking noise over a year's time. And you can leave it like that and prop your phone up like that and watch videos or whatever you want to do. This was 35 bucks, I think. It was pretty pricey itself, but it is super. And here's the thing, it lays flush. No wobble. It will lay flush with your phone. The magnet on this is super strong. And these do not come together, obviously. Different products, Arc Pulse, Andobil, I guess that's how you pronounce it. But they work seamlessly together. And this, pop the ring out. And what I do, if I'm talking to someone, right, put my finger to it, that way you've got it. Of course, excuse me, that phone is MagSafe, whatever, sticks to it. Any metal surface, that magnet's strong. Now, I'll tell you this, like at the gym, if I'm on some equipment, I'm watching a video or on the treadmill, and I stick it up there and I go to pull it off, sometimes this sticks to whatever you're on. So you got to watch. You don't want to leave it because it's not cheap in itself. Now, real quick, the Andobil case comes with, and that's how it's packaged, it's got an accessory box. And it's got a ton of instructions. I don't know what all the instructions are for. It's got some pads, some alcohol pads, and a little cleaner. This, you got 2 rings here. Basically what those rings are for is, set that to the side for now. What the rings are for is if you have a phone that's not, if you got an older iPhone or an Android product that isn't MagSafe to where stick the magnet to, that's what the rings are for. Center it and put the magnets on there, adhesive to it, and it'll still work the same way. Or, and I think I didn't really read the instructions, you could, if there's some place you mount your phone, there's 2 rings in there, and that's pretty solid. Those metal rings are pretty solid. You can mount them to a surface and, stick your phone to it. So that's what those are for. Either put it on your phone to where you can put the ring on there, then you got another ring that you can mount to a surface and then stick your phone to it. Simple as that. So, and then the Andobil, I mean, it fits perfect. Perfect. And you can actually see around the ring there a few nicks on around the frame there. But anyhow, I mean, that thing has protected it awesome. Last thing, just a little tip, and I did this the other day, and the phone's still pretty clean. There's a little cloth. A little tip, and I use this on my Apple Watch. I use it on this. I use it on my car screen, and that's simply Rain-X. You want to talk about making your phone's glass slick. Now, it still will, your fingers have oils and you get it dirty. But the Rain-X, it makes your phone super slick. I put this on last week, about a week ago, and it's still slick. So about once a month, I'll spray a little bit of this on it. That's just a bonus. Put it on my car screen when you do your touch screen. But the thing of it is yeah, it still will get fingerprints on it, but it's super easy to, it just glides. Just like waxing your car, it's super easy, it glides over it. Makes it easier to clean your screen. And I put it on the lenses on the back too. Well, I think that is it. Thank y'all so much for watching. Gonna clean up my mess. Hope you enjoyed. Y'all have a great day. And the last thing is I would give a passing grade on everything that I've got here. Super pleased with my purchases. After a year of use, everything's held up. It's done what I wanted it to. It's served its purpose. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all.